So, Hoodoo is not some trend. It's not just candles and crystals and vibes. This is ancestral technology. This is how our people survived slavery, systemic racism, broken homes, and broken systems. We didn't just pray, we worked the spirit. And work is a big term in Hoodoo. Like you have root work, you have conjure work, you have prayer work, you have all the work is or working the jar, working the root, working the broom, working the powder, working like these things. The work is just one of the common vocabulary that you'll learn and you'll hear throughout your hoodoo practice and discovery and exploration. So let me continue with my notes. I wrote it out because I want this to be very succinct and I like to read. And I hope you do too, because we're going to be reading. So I said, this is how our people survived slavery, systemic racism, broken homes, and broken systems. We didn't just pray, we worked the spirit. This circle is sacred. It is for foundational Black Americans, meaning FBA, or African American. These words, I'm not going to say they're synonymous, but they are very close in understanding and meaning. Anywho, let's move forward. Because African Americans could also be people who were born in Africa, but then moved to America and had a kid, and they're considered African American too. However, we're talking about foundation and Black Americans who have ancestry from hundreds of years ago. From the slave ships, from the plantations, and all of that. That kind of Black. That's what we talk about. That Black American. Anywho, so now that I've cleared that out, let's continue. Who are ready to connect with ours? We are taking it back our roots and then adding our own flavor because we ain't just preserving tradition, we're reviving it. And that's the point. I think one of the big things that I want to stress is that anytime you're trying to learn something new, it is imperative for you to add your own little twist on it, your own little twist on how you understand it, your own little twist on how you um, relate to it, your own little twist of how you practice it, because that is when you master it. And that's the difference between someone who is a scholar and a master. And a master of a craft is someone who can practice it with their own understanding, their own style, their own vibe, their own swag, their own aura around that particular thing. So now that you understand how this class is going to be ran and how I'm going to be um, structuring our lessons, let's continue. So, what can you expect? And I'm going to pair this with the notes. So, don't worry, I'm recording the screen. So, you're going to get the notes as well that I'm actually reading from. So, what to expect? Every Friday night, right here, we're going deep. We'll be learning the fundamentals, ancestor work, root work, candle magic, money spells, love, war, justice, everything. All that stuff, we'll be learning that right here. Um, but we're not just copying what somebody wrote down 100 years ago. We're testing the limits. So I love science. I am a big science person. My favorite science is physics, and my favorite science is I would say more or less the like test and experiments. My favorite thing to do in science is to experiment, shall I say. Not favorite science, but the experimentation part has always been my favorite part. So I want to try some stuff. I want to learn and try to push things a little bit further. But of course, you don't push things forward till you understand how things are currently and previously have been done. So we're going to cover it. Trust me. Hold your horses. Hold your horses. Okay, so what did I just say? We're not copying what somebody wrote down 100 years ago. We